Kami-sama! Itadabi ni Mani ni mo. I will be knowing food. I want to buy this one.
Nia1Arth0T3P _ just subscribed for 9 months.
Hello. Thank you for doing first, Nyar. And thank you for the daily dining check-ins, Jenny and Potato. Hello, Joker. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Looks like Potato's getting an ad at the beginning. How sad. Nothing like those pre-rolls. Dragonfly's here. Dead Knight's here. Naya subscribed for 9 months in a row. That's crazy. 9 months? We need a counter for how many first everyone gets. Ooh, that would be difficult to make. That would take me a little bit of time. Perhaps I can do it. That will take a little bit, though. Anonymous played Here We Go Again for 10 bits. That's crazy. What are we doing again? Is it a stream? All the daily dining check-ins. Long time no see, gang. Oh my god, it's Dom. Dom's here. Thank you for the send help, Ray. And a random sound. And we got a cat ears from Joker and for Small. Oh, I wasn't prepared for the cage. Uh-oh. 1 second. Hold on. I gotta find it. There we go. And the Gothic Faro. All my wires. There's such a mess. It's such a mess. Ooh. Okay. There we go. I found what I needed. And I hit the microphone and the desk and the monitor and everything else in the way. So sorry that you heard all that. 113,000 Minecraft watchers right now on Twitch. That's a lot. 115,000 now. That's a lot. It's a lot of people watching Minecraft right now. There must be something special, right? Is there like an update or something, maybe? Thank you for the head pat. Thank you for the head pat. We are supposed to be doing some Roblox tonight. Now, I figured maybe a couple of you might want to play some Uno, maybe. If not, there might be other things you might want to do. I don't know. I didn't necessarily plan too much. I just figured we'd hop on Roblox. Thank you for the glasses. Oh, yeah, some big names doing something. Yeah, that'll do it right there. We can now make baby mobs stay like that forever. Really? I haven't even seen them yet. To be honest, I haven't seen anything past I think 21.4. I only got to see like the dead leaves and stuff for about 5 seconds before I removed them off the Minecraft server. And that was it. I haven't seen anything else. I haven't played any other Minecraft besides the server. Like I haven't played any further, more recent version of Minecraft. Past the Pale Garden update? I think so. I think that's as far as I've seen. Despite the fact that we play Minecraft like at least once a week, I just I kind of what I did was I got myself locked in to being like I'm not allowed to play any Minecraft unless it's the server because there's so much I need to do in the server at all times. So I just never play Minecraft because I'm burnt out on the server. It's just the way that it goes. It's also why I haven't finished. I haven't finished the thing yet. I'm getting there. I'm slowly making progress, but I haven't finished yet. I also haven't had enough time. Every weekend's been crazy. Every night's been crazy. Like I just finished stuff up at like 8, and then I curled up into bed at 8:30, which is when I usually get ready for stream. And I was like, can I if I just lay here a couple minutes, that should be okay, right? Just like a couple minutes. Just like 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes turned into 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes turned into 25 minutes. And suddenly it was it was 8:55 and I had a I had to scramble to get ready for stream. Imagine people in our server getting all the dry gas and able to ride. I know, I really want that to happen. Um I really want that to happen. I'm just really bad at setting it up and I can't trust anybody. So it's a rough time. But we'll get there. I promise. We'll get there eventually and we'll have it with Bedrock and all that stuff, I think. I looked some stuff up and I think that it can be done. I think I can manage to get it done without destroying everything. I just have to do it. I'll take us over here so that we can pick something out, play something, do something. To be honest, it's been a little bit since we've done Uno other than like connecting dots. So I think the last time we kind of played a bit uh yeah, is there still the problem of no world download? Yeah, it still won't let me download. It's still like struggling with that for some reason. I don't know why. Um I can't back anything up. I can't download anything. It keeps giving me errors when I do stuff. It won't let me even update the plugins because it keeps saying that everything else is incompatible and you need to change this first. And then I go and change that and it says, oh, you need to do this first. And then I try to do that and it says, oh no, you can't do that because you don't have the $50 this and that. But we'll get there. It's fine. I'll make it work. I really I need to have like a sit down. I need to do this for a couple things because there's so many of those like reward things that we never finished. I was actually supposed to do one tonight. I was actually supposed to be a worm all night. I was going to do that. But I already have this one out. So, I think next week. And I know there's a couple emotes I need to make. I need to ask those people what emote they want still. And then there's all of like the PNC stuff that some of them like I'll be honest, I never figured out. I put like, yeah, there'll be a reward for this thing if we have that, and we definitely met the goal. But I never had a reward because I couldn't think of one because I don't have anything. So, but it's going to happen and I promise someday. I promise someday. Hello, Aston. What host? So I'm using Game Host Bros. They're not known for doing a good job with Minecraft, but they have general access to server creation for a ton of things. And they were the cheapest I could find within the realm of what we needed at the time and what I thought the server was going to be. The server currently, size-wise, in terms of like, 2 to 3 people being around, is the most I ever thought.
食べにも何にも I will be knowing food.
Another
I want
9
to buy
months.
this one.
Fang Strider just subscribed for 9 months.
9 months in a row, another 9 months. So basically the way that it is now, where it's like, you know, when I hop on to play and then there's like 2 to 3 people with, that's what I expected the maximum to be ever. So that's why I didn't like look too much into it. I just did something quick and easy because I didn't think this was gonna be a forever thing. I thought it was gonna be like a 1 month and people stopped showing up and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of it now. But we're here. We're doing it. So I am gonna figure it out. Thank you, Fang Strider, for the 9-month resub. Thank you. And Sam Ghost and Nair, both of you, for your resubs tonight. I appreciate it. Do you have anything planned for when you reach 2K? I mean, I think it's gonna take a long time to reach 2K, so I haven't thought about it too much. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever make it to 2K, to be honest. But speaking of PNC, I'm gonna visit it for a minute and what our realm is up to this time. I see. 3K. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much. I'm open to suggestions. Hello Mario. Hello, welcome in. I'm definitely open to suggestions because I don't know. I feel like anything that I plan is like not good enough and I feel like I can't do anything the way that I want to. So if there's something that like people want to see, hello Ray. If there's something that people want, I'm definitely open to exploring that. Like, or if anybody's like, oh, I really want to see you do this for 2K, or oh, I want to see, you know, this such and such event happen, or I'd love it if we did more giveaway, or I'd love it if, you know, you. Oh, who's this? A hype train. It's been a while since we've seen a hype train. Thank you for the hype train.
Hype train started.
Thank you for the hype train. Thank you. What was that even from? Was it from like resubs maybe? I haven't seen anything other than subs. Download the server using a mod? I would just need the locations of all the important builds so that they get saved. Yeah, that might be worth exploring as well. Oh.
An anonymous user gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Anonymous gifting 5 subs? Who caught it? Mario caught one? Rail Chaser? Jenny?
Hype train
Potato,
level 1 achieved.
And Aston. Look at that. Wow, level 1 achieved? Level 1 achieved? That's crazy. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. That's crazy. 5 gifted is crazy. That's insane. Thank you so much. Holy cow. Yeah. Holy cow. 5 gifted? And it was like 4 people who were actually here. That's crazy. Oh my god, Aston coming in with a 55 stream streak. That's a lot. We just gotta believe. What are we believing?
Joker1W1W just shared 100 bits.
100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. You'll be getting yourself a hype train emote with that. You'll be getting a hype train emote for that. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. And thank you again, Anonymous, for the 5 gifted. And thank you all for the resubs. We just gotta believe. We're fine with any. Also, breaks through chat, grabs you. You got this. No self-doubt. I mean, self-doubt is like part of the process, right? It's like part of the process. But I mean, we'll see. I think realistically, I think we should be realistic. I'm a little behind in the chat. Thank you again for the 100 bits. I think it's important to like we can be optimistic about things, right? We'd be like, yeah, we're gonna hit 2K. Yeah, it's gonna be great. But I think it's also important to be realistic and be like, because I can see the numbers and I know that you know, the follow wise, right? It's an average of like 15 to 30 a month, which is like less than one a day. Um, so per that math, it's gonna take a good, mm, a good like 6 months, 7 months on that basis, potentially more. If you just do, if you just do like 30 each, if you average it to 30, it's gonna take a long time. Wait, to start stream. Yeah, sorry, I'm tripping over my words too. I need to hydrate. I know I got one at the beginning of stream. I just haven't done it yet. Left to get cereal, and when I came back, I see that someone gifted me a sub. I know, no more ads for you. A little behind, you say? I am a little behind in in the chat. I am a little behind. Hello, Nads. Hello, hello. Propaganda time? That's crazy. Time to go. No, we don't have to like redirect raids. I've said it before, but it's important that we're only like doing that kind of thing if the streamer is like specifically asking, right? If they're like, if they
I
specifically
once ate a
ask,
burger, it was delicious.
nice. I love burgers. I almost had one tonight. Um, I had to go out for dinner tonight because I didn't have any time to cook, so I took the family out for dinner. We just went to like our local cheap local diner, but like I almost got a burger. Um, you can find yeah, you can use the emotes. You can use the emotes. Sorry, I keep accidentally hitting the mic when I go for my mouse. Um, for the redirecting the raids. So only if the streamer's like, hey, does anybody know a streamer they really want to check out? That is the only opportunity in which I want you to say, if you feel like it, to check out Vara. If you don't think I'm worth checking out, don't say it. If they don't ask, don't say it. Look at all those emotes. Oh my god, look at all those emotes. That's so many. Burger, yeah. The only propaganda I need is to take a propaganda at this bird. I like that one. I like that one. Entice the streamer with the dumpy. No, not the dino dumpy. You can't be pulling out the dino dumpy like that. Not like this. Wow, look at that. We get a hype chest. Let's open it up. Oh my god, I got a new one. Oh my god. This one reminds me of Stray sometimes. But it's the little dog laughing. That's perfect. Thank you all for the hype train. Thank you, thank you. Only talking about burgers? What? The classic honey pot? What does that even mean? I would love to talk about burgers though. Burgers like they they're one of my favorite things. I love them. Oh, yeah. Hamburger. My favorite is like the ones with meat. Yeah. I like those ones too. Those ones are good. I like them all. I like that you could change it in so many different ways and put so many different things on it. Like today, I was looking at the list of burgers that they had at the diner, and some of them I can't mention because they're regional. But basically, they had kinds that like you could put all kinds of breakfast stuff on, and you could put different cheeses on it, and you know you could put eggs on it. You could have just your classic lettuce and tomato and onion on it. You could put different sauces. You could put like a chicken parm on it. You could make it like a pizza burger. You could they also had like a panini that was like a burger. Oh.
Captain _ Mario 15 just subscribed with Prime.
Subscribing with Prime. 10 months in a row. 10 months in a row. Egg burger. Nose ball. I do. I love burgers with eggs, but not like a fried egg. I like an over easy egg. I like it to be a little runny. I'm not gonna lie. I like with tomato, lettuce, egg, and cheese. Ooh. I'm not a big fan of tomato. Pizza burger, yeah, so basically it's just like a regular burger, but with pizza sauce and mozzarella cheese on it. Runny egg, let's go. Yeah. I know I found my people, runny eggs. She likes the egg raw. Not raw, just like cooked enough that like you're not gonna get sick, but raw enough that like it's really gooey. I wish the burger places around me do that. That's why I make my own. Yeah, I make my own too sometimes. Not burger related, that's okay. Honey pot trap is when someone intentionally presents something attractive.
Ketchup, pickle, cheese, put that patty in between its burger. What its burger, what?
I'm gonna have to reread that. I heard some of that, but what? A raid? Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in.
Benisica 3 just raided with 4 viewers.
Welcome in. How's it going? What were you playing? What were you doing? I am mildly behind in the chat, but I promise I will read what you say. Welcome in. I hope you had a really great stream, and thank you so much for the raid. We're actually we're supposed to be playing Roblox, but we kind of got distracted because there was a hype train, and we've been talking about burgers for a little bit. But we will be getting into some Roblox shortly. I think probably. If not, if we don't in the next few minutes, I will be switching it to just chatting, just so we don't get in trouble. Okay, so Nair said, a honeypot trap is when someone intentionally presents something attractive, attention, affection, money, opportunity, vulnerability, to lure a specific type of person, usually to expose, manipulate, test, or control them. Oh. Bun, ketchup, pickle, cheese. Put that patty in between. It's burger.
Benisica 3
what
just
is
followed.
Burger? What? Interesting. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. And what were you playing? Do we know?
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Juicy burgers? I like juicy burgers. I like juicy burgers. We finally made it to the raid messages. Let's see. Hello. How's your stream? We beat... Oh, interesting. I've never played that in Roblox, honestly, and I also don't have VR, but that sounds like a really fun time. You love the model? Thank you. We're a hummingbird. Raiders, what's your favorite toppings for a hamburger? Oh my god, I wonder what their favorite toppings are for a hamburger. In our case, tiny dumpy to lure the streamer here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Using dumpies. My favorite toppings depend on which burger. I normally like just plain, but other times I like pickles, tomato, and lettuce. Ooh, tasty. This might be controversial, but I like my pickles on the side. And if I do put them on the burger, or if they come on a burger, I would never ask for them off the burger. Like if I go to McDonald's, right? Like if I'm away and I'm like, okay, it's time for a burger. I know it's trash, but it's time for a burger. I'll order it just normal, right? I won't take anything off. But I'll open it up and I'll eat the pickles first before I eat the rest of the burger. And if I get pickles at home, I require that I pat them dry with a paper towel before I eat them. I don't know if that's weird or not, But I do like pickles with burgers, just not on burgers. A burger with double buns? Oh, I hate when there's too much bread. I hate it. I do like burgers, so I put burgers in your burger on your burger. Crazy. Or I likes pickles. Pickles for sure. I mean, okay. I actually don't like all pickles. There's only one specific kind of pickle that I like, and it's those kosher dill pickles. That one kind. That's it. Don't give me any of those other ones. The ones that taste like relish? No. Or the ones that like they're kind of sweet, but like they have that really strong smell and they're kind of, how do I put it? They're kind of nasty. I don't like those ones. But radish pickles? No. Australian pickles? No. I just like the kosher ones. Kosher ones are great. They're a good time. They just have a specific taste to them. Crunchy dill pickles. I could be down for a crunchy dill pickle. I could be. Mm-hmm. I could. I know my sister loves like any kind of pickle. She doesn't care. She'll eat any kind of pickle you got. Doesn't matter what it is. She wants it. She'll eat it. Me on the other hand, very specific. Very specific on the kinds of pickles that I am willing to endure. I'm trying to find my chapstick and I can't find it. I don't know if it's still in my pocket. It is still in my pocket, buried under multiple blankets. In fast food franchise places, I usually take pickles away and might change some other parts of it. But if ordering in a place like a with a trained chef, I let them put whatever they want in the burger. Oh, I see. I actually get more specific the more higher end of a place that I go to. So if I'm just ordering at McDonald's, I leave it alone. I just take it as it is. Whatever it is, that's what I'm taking. I'm not worried about like having them take something off. Even if there's tomato, I hate tomato, but I'll just take it off myself. Right? It's not a problem. I don't worry them with that. But if I go to a nicer place, a nicer burger chain or a nicer place, I will sit and like say like, "Hey, I want this, but I don't want any tomatoes. I don't want this. Can I get extra mayo, blah blah blah." I'll go through the whole thing. Have you ever had those burgers with the barbecue sauce and onion rings and all kinds of stuff on it? Those are so good. I have. I'm not a big fan of barbecue sauce though, so I usually get it without barbecue sauce. But I love when they put caramelized onions, onion rings, anything to do with onions on a burger. It's tasty. Extra mayo? Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I found my people. Extra mayo. Extra mayo and I do like a lot of lettuce, but it's funny. When I make burgers at home, right? So I toast the bun. Always toast the bun. You never not toast the bun, right? The rest of my family doesn't toast the bun. They just eat it, and I'm like, "No. How could you eat a burger on a cold bun?" So I toast the bun. And then I put mayo on the top and the bottom. Then I put the burger on. It's usually a cheeseburger. I usually have some cheddar or some Swiss or provolone or all of the above on it. I slap that on the bottom bun. And then I take my onion and I chop my onion pretty finely. And I put that on the cheese so it'll melt onto the top and stick to it. Yeah, dice the onion. Yeah, yeah. I put it on top in my case, but that's actually a really good idea to mix it with the ground beef. That's a really good idea. But I just throw mine on top. And then I'll take my lettuce and I'll put some mayo on the lettuce. Like, I'll take a knife, get some mayo on it, and put it on the lettuce, right? Like, I'm mayoing the lettuce in my hand. Put that face down, like mayo side down, on the onion. And then I take the top bun with the mayo and put it on that. So there's mayo on there's bun, and then mayo, and then burger, and then cheese, then onion, then mayo, then lettuce, then mayo, then bun. And it's my favorite. When I make it at home, of course. I don't have all the things that professionals have when I make it at home. Like, I'm not sitting there making onion rings and all that kind of stuff. Perfect burger. Yeah, it usually is. It's usually tasty. And I like to make some kind of a seasoned fry to go with it. Um, and that way I have like some mayo on the side, like in a cup on the side, and I dip the fries in the mayo and I eat that. And then I have the burger. So there's lots of mayo, which you really shouldn't have too much mayo. Like, that's really. At least it's on my list of no-nos, but I can't help it sometimes. Sometimes I just want a nice, juicy, tasty burger with lathered in mayo, with a whole bunch of fries lathered in seasoning with mayo. I'm the #1 cheese hater. I never put it on my burgers. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to like cheese. There's plenty of ways to enjoy a burger without the cheese. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Has it been a half hour already? It has. It has. We've been yapping for a half hour. Should I switch this to chatting for now, or are we gonna go to I'll switch it. I'm gonna switch it to chatting for now, just so we don't get in trouble for being in the wrong category. But as soon as we decide we're switching to Roblox, if we switch to Roblox, I could do that, or I could always just connect the dots and we could chat at the same time. I really like when we do that. Melted cheese. I love melted cheese. I make my own potato skins and everything, and like, oh my god, I put so much cheese in them. So much. There's so much cheese and bacon. I also put onions in my potato skins. I don't know if anybody else does that. Um, the chefs are really good at making customizations. I just usually like to eat the burger at least once like the chef intended it to be. Ah, I see. And usually that is the best way. Even prices are good. Yeah. Oh, even pickles are good. We chatting tonight, yeah. Some comfy and EP chatting. That would be really nice. If there is something I can't ignore, I might ask it to be removed the next time. Pickles, yeah. Um I sometimes there's like food that I really want. I'm like, "Oh my god, that sounds so good." But like, as an example, when I was at the diner tonight, they had a beef goulash as the special, right? That was the special tonight. That was like the dinner special. And they also had like a chicken, it was basically like a chicken noodle, but it had spinach in it, which I love. I love me some like boiled like spinach that's in soup. I love it. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Um so I saw all this and I was like, "Oh, that'd be so good." But I asked. I was like, "Okay, in the beef goulash, do they put peppers in it? Like how many peppers are we talking?" And the chef loaded it with peppers, and so I was out. I was like, "Oh no," because sometimes like I've seen them with different kinds of veggies, sometimes with a little bit of pepper, sometimes with a lot of pepper. Um, of course, paprika is like loaded in it, but in general, I'm talking about like actual like peppers, like cut up peppers. I can't stand cut up peppers. I hate them. I love the smell of them, especially when you're cooking it with like onions and sausage and stuff like that. But I really can't do it in like my own food. I can't. I don't like it. The smell of salted butter, paprika, season. Oh, so I had to ask, and I was like, peppers? No, I'm out. I ended up getting a chicken parm instead because it still came with the soup. But yeah. I don't know if I already grabbed the hydrate before, but thank you again because I just grabbed another hydrate, I think. A third hydrate, as it happens when we yap. some fries left from yesterday's burger. I have some leftover fries today, but they weren't my fries. One of my other family members got like a barbecue panini. It was like a pork. It was basically barbecue pork, but it was kind of like shredded and sliced with bacon and onion and cheese in a panini. It looked really good. But it came with fries. They didn't eat them. So we brought them home. Same with my dad got like an open like an open face like roast beef sandwich, which basically means you put white bread on the bottom, you load it with roast beef, and then you put the gravy on top. So instead of it being a sandwich, it's kind of more like a dinner. Um, he also didn't eat his fries, so like now I've got lunch tomorrow for work. It's just gonna be leftover diner fries with some cheese and probably some bacon thrown in the microwave. Tasty treats. Tasty lunch treats. Oh, air fryer. My air fryer's in the basement right now. Um, I think about it all the time because I'm like, oh, this food would be so good in the air fryer right now, but I never get it out. I never go get it. It's sitting right next to the rice cooker, but I do use the rice cooker all the time. I use that about once a week. I'm just never bothered to pull out the air fryer because then I gotta clean the air fryer. It's a problem. Really well deep fried. Oh, I love deep fried stuff. Like a 2 millimeter crust on them. Ooh, yeah. I love some deep fried stuff. Even like hash browns. I love some deep fried hash browns. They're so good. They're so tasty. Thank you for the glasses. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Hash browns are great. Foods. I really love potatoes. I actually one of the things I don't want to say I specialize in cooking, but one of the things that I get complimented on the most and get asked to like bring to things the most are potatoes. Because I could do different kinds of baked potatoes, different kinds of like fried potatoes, baked. I already said baked potatoes, fried potatoes, boiled potatoes. Um, I can make potato skins. I can do all kinds of hash browns, all kinds of fries, all kinds of different cuts. Seasoned potatoes for like dinner, like to put on the side with like turkey or something, or chicken, or potatoes for breakfast, potatoes for snacks, um, potatoes with things in them, on them, all of the above. Potatoes are my jam. In another life, I own a little breakfast and lunch like shop, and they only serve potatoes, and I cook the potatoes. In another life. You hear that? She likes potatoes. I do. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Yup. You could thicken up a stew really quickly with that. I also just really like boiled potatoes and soups and things like that. I also really like making like potato soup. I just like potatoes. Are we still talking about burgers? Not quite. We're burger adjacent currently. We're talking about potatoes. um, yeah, they're just tasty. And they're cheap. Potatoes are like pretty cheap. I can get, a couple 5-pound bags. I say a couple 5-pound bags instead of a 10-pound bag because I can't carry a 10-pound bag. But I can carry 2 5-pound bags separately. So I just get a couple of them for like pretty cheap. And then you just have different kinds of potatoes for like days. You can make mashed potatoes. I'll bake them first, and then basically after I bake them, and then we'll have them with dinner one night. Then like I have unlimited potato supply for the rest of the week to cook, like to refry, to to bake again, to make potato skins, to mash, all of the stuff. You can even use potatoes to like put around things to fry it, like if you kind of mash it and do the right thing with it. So like not to be oh, I don't know how this would go. Some of you might enjoy this. But if you take like a sausage or like a hot dog or anything like that, like a cheap meat that's, in link form, you can kind of, if you can get the potato to stick to it with some egg and stuff like that, you can use it as like a crust, like a corn dog or something like that. It's pretty yummy, pretty tasty. Should give us 300,000 potatoes. 300,000 potatoes? That's a lot. One of my closed stores sells 2 kg French fry bags. Yeah. Can I steal that store? French potato. Yeah. Potatoes are just good. I also like sweet potatoes. There's all these different kinds of potatoes that are really nice. I only make sweet potatoes for holidays, though. Never yams. I don't like yams. But sweet potatoes are good. Yams are like, they're too stringy. Some of you might not know the difference between, but they're sweet potatoes and yams, and they look very much the same, and they smell very much the same. And when you look at them on a plate, they visually appear near identical. However, sweet potatoes are a lot creamier on the inside. They're a little bit sweeter and a lot creamier.
I once
And
ate a potato and it was boiled.
and yams are like very stringy and sometimes a little bit hard, just because of the way that they cook. They cook a little bit differently. It's one of the most versatile foods, potatoes. They really are. They're so versatile. Once ate a patat. A patat. I love that the text to speech said it too. I once ate a patat. It was boiled. You can make a potato dough too. It's true. You can make potato dough. Love me some candied yams. I'm gonna be real. I'm not a fan of candied food. My grandmother used to make candied yams and candied um carrots and all this other stuff, and it's too sweet. It's too sweet. For me, it's like a dessert. I can never handle it. Other people, like everybody else who loves sweets, would always love these things, but I would never touch them on the table. I always looked for like the savory options. The candied stuff was just not it for me. Have a good night, Nads. Good night, good night. Anyone got a good recipe to air fry chicken breast? I don't. I always just throw mine in a pan or in a soup. I sear them a little bit and then I just toss it in the soup and let it do its thing for hours. Potatoes are a good substitute for many things, like bread, paste, poison, cake. That's crazy. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for the raid. Have a good night. Make them in a pan. We kind of want a crispy finish, you know? Yeah. I really like putting, if I get a roast chicken, if I buy a roast chicken at the store, I really like crisping up the skins, like putting the skins through like an air fryer, or like I'll take them off and put them in the oven separately. I enjoy it because they're really well seasoned and they're really tasty. Now, of course, there's reasons why you shouldn't eat them, but there's plenty of things we shouldn't eat, but we do anyway. So that I could just hold and just eat it as a snack. Oh, so you want it like crunchy, like snack crunchy. I see. You only live once, it's true. We only get to live once and remember it. Remember technically. So, might as well do what we want. Do not take out of context. What to not take out of context? Oh, it's because you didn't put chicken. You didn't say chicken, did you? But I knew exactly what you meant. Well, potatoes are a part of the nightshade family of plants, a group of poison plants. Oh, I see. I didn't I didn't realize that other way. That was a big yawn. I cried. 84 yawns. 84. 84. 80. No. We did it with just enough timing that there's another one. Nightshade is a cool name. Yeah, it is a cool name. That'd be fun for like a poison based VTuber. Well, anything poison based, but like if you were gonna be a VTuber and if you were gonna come up with a concept and a name, it'd be really cool if you were called Nightshade. Meanwhile, your model was like poison based, or like somehow your lore was poison, like you grow nightshades or something like that. I think that'd be a fun time. Are we up to 85 and under a month? 12 times 85. Are we about to get to 1K? Well, oh my god. We'll probably hit I was going to say we'll probably hit 1K yawns before we hit 2K followers. Just a potato. Yeah, yeah, it could be like a potato. You could be. Could be a poison potato. Oh my. It's already 10 o'clock. It's crazy. All we did was talk about food. I meant for us to do so much. I meant for us to do stuff, but I mean, I think chatting is doing stuff. It's not that I don't think it counts, but yeah, made me hungry. Yeah, I always get a little bit hungry when we talk about food, but like when I stream, I'm already done eating for the day. I never eat during or after stream unless it's like a weird time or there's some weird circumstance, like I didn't eat all day or something like that. But otherwise, I'm like already done, so I already know that I'm not eating again. So even if I talk about food and get hungry, I'm like, it's fine. I just go to sleep hungry. Scrolls through my follows at the VTubers with Nightshade, and one being a potato VTuber. Is it really? Is it really? I was ready. I was ready with my finger on the button this time. I got it. I got it this time. I made sure I didn't miss it. Oh my. Let me be. We only have one more stream left, though. I feel bad. I wanted us to do more. Thank you for the cat ears. Oh. I turned away for 1 second when I was small, right? I like turned away. I was like looking over here for a second. I looked at my phone just to check like just whatever. And then I turned back and suddenly we were really, really big in the cage. Thank you for the send help. Thank you, thank you. Oh no. I can't stop it now. I can't stop. There's one that's a witch VTuber. I gotta scroll up too. There's one that's a witch VTuber that has Nightshade in their name, and one that's a potato. Perfect. Perfect. I love that. Ah, bonk. What are we bonking for? Is it just for staying awake? Is it to stay awake? I promise I'm trying. It's not even like I went to bed late. I'm just tired. I don't think I stayed up late last night, did I? We streamed last night. I ended early too. I think I went to bed early as well cuz I wasn't wasn't into it. So I went to bed. Um but it's just, sometimes you're just tired. Hopefully I'm hoping I'm gonna try some new things soon-ish. You won't see them in stream. They're like behind the scenes, but I'm gonna try some things to hopefully maybe not be so tired all the time anymore. I'm gonna try some stuff. We'll see. Sleep will never be enough. Honestly, there's many times in which I get too much sleep, or at least I've trained myself to feel like I gotten too much sleep. Like when I wake up before my alarm, I know like, I could have stayed up another hour or two. I didn't wake up tired. Or, you know, even on like a Saturday, whenever I sleep when I wake up, if I don't feel tired when I wake up, I know that I could have stayed up later. So I've trained it to a point where I can stay up super late and then I can sleep for like 3 or 4 hours and get up and be like, yeah, this is enough. This is what I wanted. But if I sleep for like 6 hours, I'd be like, ooh, I slept for too many hours. I could have done more work. Cuz there's always stuff like unfinished. There's always edits like today. I didn't get a video out cuz I didn't end up doing it last night cuz I didn't do it last night cuz I was just not I hated everything that I was doing. So I went to bed, and then today I didn't have a lot of time until kind of recently. And even when I did have some time, I gotta turn this heat off. Even when I did have some time, I hated everything and deleted it all because I couldn't stand it. Um, so it is what it is. But maybe tonight before I go to bed, I'll get a short out. I don't know. I feel like there's a certain level of like sleep deprived I have to be in order to accept creating and publishing the content that I do. I know I also have a couple pre-recorded things that I said like I'm really hoping I can get out over the weekend because we only have the rest of stream today and stream tomorrow. And so I'm like, "Oh, I'm really hoping that I can edit a couple things and get them out." But I already know when I go to edit it cuz I already downloaded the videos to edit. I'm already not a fan. I'm already not a fan. I already hate them. I already think that they're not enough. Um but I'll still probably post at least one of them. That's why you never saw that Estella demo like story mode cuz I actually went to edit it and realized that like it was really bad. That like I hated it. So, I still have it. I didn't delete it all the way. I still have the unedited like version of it. It's like an hour long, but yeah. I might have to she's she's an achiever. I might have to like release things just for my own peace of mind. I might have to release things under like some kind of content branding that kind of claims it to be unedited and not good. If that makes sense. Like similar to what I did with that one woo-wah video that I put up where like it was really bad and it was just me just kind of putzing around on woo-wah without a purpose and like I wasn't really explaining or doing anything. I was just kind of treating it like a stream, but like without anybody there, just like explaining what I was doing or whatever, right? Um, talking to myself, right? That's basically what that video was. Um, I think I might kind of classify all that stuff in somehow, some way, um, just so I can make it clear that like it's not the same as like when you go to some kind of content creator who actually scripts out a video or like has a really nice intro and an outro, and they say, you know, I'll see you next time and make sure you ring the bell and subscribe. Like, I don't do all that. I never have. I probably never will. Um I tried to do it a couple times, but I just it bothers me. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with it all, but I now have a whole bunch of pre-recorded content that I don't know what to do with cuz I don't like it. I don't know if I just delete it. You need your own intro. Yeah. Yeah, but like all the intros are always kind of corny and cringy. Not that we're not corny and cringy too. I mean, I'm a hummingbird VTuber, let's be real. Um it's just I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. It feels weird. It does, doesn't it? It feels weird. I don't have it in me to like do that. I don't know if you read it, but the cereal what? But the cereal from my milk was bad, so I had to throw it out. After hearing all that burger talk, I decided to order one. And guess which type of burger it is? What type of burger is it? What is it? I gotta know. I gotta know what it is. I also have to take my headset off a little bit. I could still yap, but it might be a little muffled because I think I gotta take this hoodie off. I started out freezing, but now I feel like I'm gonna pass out, so I gotta take this off. A smash burger. You know, I realize I can technically I can technically stream without a headset on. I mean, I wouldn't be able to hear you, but like I realized that I'm not chained to the headset just now. I used to be chained to the headset with the mic. Like I had to have the headset on for the mic. But like I just now realized that I'm free. I could just walk away and you can still hear me. A pizza burger? Oh. It's like a burger, but the top bun is upside down so it can have a little pizza on top. Ooh. I love that. She's free from the headset. I actually, it's funny. I might switch back to the headset mic because part of my problem of why I hate all of the things that I currently do is because I absolutely despise the way that this microphone sounds. To me, I've gotten to the point where I hate it so much that like I want to throw it out, and like it's to me it sounds like a tin can. It sounds like the worst audio I've ever heard, and I hate everything about it. It's in the way. It makes a whole bunch of noise. Um, it it's just it bothers me. It doesn't do anything that it was supposed to do. It makes a whole bunch of random noises in the audio recordings later on. It makes a whole bunch of random noises during the stream, like even when my audio itself isn't peaking. Like when my voice isn't peaking in the audio, like it's not like I'm just talking at a normal volume. It'll still peak and distort itself in the recording. I can hear it and all of the things. I know that you all say you can't hear it, but I can hear it. And I'm so bothered by it. It bothers me so much. Okay. I finally got this hoodie off after stopping to yap multiple times. Also, thank you for the cat noises. I did not hear the cat noises, but I did see the cat noises. So that's wonderful. Okay. Here we go. It's because you keep re-listening to it while you edit. It's true. Like everybody at first, right? When I got this new mic, and when I got this new mic and I started using it and I heard like the horrible like audio stuff that was happening in it at the beginning that was like worse than it is now, right? Like the beginning was really bad. Um I thought I was going crazy because I kept hearing it and I was like, "Oh my god, I can hear these horrible noises." I'm so sorry, chat. I can't believe it. I can't believe I did that and I can't believe, you know. Um and then all of you were like, "What are you talking about? I don't hear anything." Like everybody, like people I talk to on the daily were like, "I hear nothing. I'm curious what you're talking about." And I was like, "Am I crazy?" I thought I was crazy. I thought I was going crazy. I actually had other people in my life listen to it because I thought I was going insane. I thought I was being gaslit to an extreme degree. Um and I still hear it every day. I hear it every day. Every time I go to like edit something, I hear it. Um and I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. Got gaslighted. Yeah, no matter what I do, I can't get rid of it. I've edited the filtering so many times. I bought new filters. I changed all of the wires. I like reset all the filters again. I turned all the filters off. I turned all the filters back on. I rotated the filters and different things that people said online. I moved the position of the mic. I adjusted the audio mixer. I did all of the things, right? And I still hear it. I can't get rid of it. And now, have you tried changing ears? I I switched back to the headset one time because I was just so fed up. I was so fed up. I switched back to the headset and the headset also sounded bad. And I was like, did the headset always sound like this or am I crazy? I went back to previous videos. The headset didn't sound like that. So I was like, what's happening now that like the headset also sounds bad and I can't get this new microphone to work. She's tweaking out. Yeah, in so many times I
What
thought
the
I was freaking
dog
out.
doing?
Someone gaslit the hummingbird. It's true. I feel gaslit every day. I might have to try changing ears. That might be the only way. Though I honestly, a big a big downer. Thank you for the hydrant stretch. A big downer for me of using this microphone is that I can't hear anything now in the headset because I had to switch from using a USB-C in the headset. I had to switch to USB-C to just the regular like aux in the front of the PC rather than it being connected to the motherboard with a USB-C. The audio quality went down significantly by that. Like I can't hear bass anymore. I can't I can't hear half the audios and sounds. I had to turn my volume up from level like 10, like from 1 to 100. I used to keep it on 10 and that sometimes used to be so loud I would turn it down to 2 sometimes when I was playing a game. To now, I have it on 24 and it's still not enough. I can't hear anything. I also, if I plug it in too far, I can only hear in the left ear. Like only the left side of the headset works. If I have to pull it out like halfway, so I just have it dangling out halfway, and then it'll work on both sides. And it's really frustrating. I hate it. I hate it. Needs the blue Yeti mic. I can't afford a Yeti mic. I would get a Yeti mic if I could afford one, but that's not in budget. Um I don't think that's ever gonna be in budget. I'm gonna be real. Let me grab a hydrate. Let me grab the hydrate. Mm. Flipping me over, huh? Flipping me over. It's a shame this is the only time we get to see the leg design. I really like seeing it. And like, for example, TikTok doesn't know that this exists. YouTube like doesn't know that this exists. Only here. There we go. I'm rocking a Hypex Quadcast 2 and I love it so much. Yeah, I think I mean, I won't be looking around because I can't afford. It's simple as that. But I do think about it sometimes. I do dream about it sometimes. Having a mic that sounds really nice and doesn't do whatever's happening here. Um, or yeah, I think about that a lot for a lot of things. I wish my tracking was better. So like right now it's okay, but I'm still using a webcam. It could be better if I just paid like $6 a month to put some stuff on my phone, but I'd kill my phone if I did that, and I can't afford anyone. Um, Also, I wish I had two monitors. I know I also need a new mouse. My mouse is really starting to cack out here. It really won't scroll anymore. I'm really struggling to like scroll through chat and stuff like that. It kind of like I always say like it kind of like misfires, but it starts going up rather than down sometimes. It doesn't like it. It sometimes the it gets stuck when I click stuff. Um, I know with the keyboard's been struggling. The keys get stuck. I can't see most of the keys anymore because the lettering kind of wore off. Like whatever they used, like the coding that they used on this, it didn't last. I haven't even. I think I've been using this specifically a year because I had a different one before that, and this one just isn't. It isn't it. But one day I'll fix the things. One day. I'm rocking a wired headphone I bought in a general store. Yeah, so actually the headset that I still use right now is headphones, and the headset that I use for a microphone and all that stuff that actually tricked a lot of people into thinking that I had a nice microphone. Um, that headset was actually $20 and it's built for customer service, not for gaming. It literally it has there's no frills, no nothing. It's just a black headset and I love it to death. I have an extra one actually. I have a spare sitting right in front of me right now because I have one set that I would use for um because I would hate it doesn't matter now because it's not a problem. But when I had the USB plugged in for the microphone and the headset, if I unplugged it, my PC would freak out and like not trying to not connect it ever again and I'd have to re-switch everything and it was such a big hassle that I bought an extra pair. So I perpetually left one headset plugged in upstairs here on the PC. And if I had to go anywhere or if I needed to use it on my MacBook for like a meeting or even on my phone or anything like that, I would use the second pair. So now I have this, like, I have a second headset um, just sitting around because I really like it. And the audio is really nice when you're using a USB C. Plug just into the aux in my PC is atrocious, and I wish I didn't have ears. But with the USB C, it's really nice. I just can't have it plugged into the USB C though because I'm not using the USB C on my motherboard right now. But if I do plug it in, the whole um the microphone gets really confused and like it like interferes with the microphone and causes some of the glitching that we hear. Now, of course, the glitching still occurs. We could still hear it, but some of it is due to the microphone of the headset interfering with the microphone of the thing. Um, so fun times. My PC currently has 8 output devices. Nice. I think I have one. I think that's how that works. I think that's what I don't know. Got one. We're having a good time though. Monitor? Yeah, the monitor. I mean, I have a whole bunch of other things plugged in. I have an audio mixer plugged in. I have a Stream Deck plugged in. I have a webcam plugged in. Um, I have a USB just plugged in all the time. I have capture card plugged in. I have the headset plugged in, stuff like that. But that's not like an output like that. It's not, it's different. I think it's different anyway. Sometimes I have my phone plugged in. I have my Switch plugged in, stuff like that. Um, On your TNS, I can hear a slight glitch-like sound. Yeah, I agree. I think I think what I'm gonna do is buy a new like pop filter. It's not a pop filter for this actually, but the filter on this is kind of like a foam filter. If I took it off, you'd actually be able to hear everything unfiltered entirely. But this is the one by default it came with. I think I need one of the ones with all the little fuzzies on it. I think if I get the one, it's built for like wind and stuff, but I think that would help me a lot with like the S's and T's and stuff like that because unfortunately for me, it's really strong. And so I think, yeah, I think I need a better filter. I just need to find one that fits and one that I can afford. Because sometimes they run a little high. But I did look into it, and I think I am gonna buy one probably by end of month, I think. I hope. Maybe. If I can find one that isn't too bad. That way I could, well, actually, it is the end of the month. It's the 27th. That's my bad. I didn't realize. Um, sometime in February, I think. I did recognize though that it was a problem. I did recognize that it was like super super not great on those specific sounds. So, I should have removed my nail polish so I could have redone my nails while we were sitting here. Oh well. I'll have to do it another day. I missed almost an hour of the stream. Good to see you. It's good to see you too, Wendy. Welcome in. You made it. I felt really bad yesterday that there were so many people that lost their streaks. It wasn't like a ton of people, but I know for sure. I think there was like 4 or 5 people that lost their streak yesterday. And I felt really bad. I did. I was just like, I don't know. I think I was just sad. Thank you for the chat uppies, Ashton. Thank you, thank you. I always really like seeing the chat uppies. I think that it's really cute. I wish that I could do more. Like I wish I could commission something that looked a lot better or, you know, something like that, but it's TLDR. Burger, potato, Mike. Yeah. Mhm. I think a better filter will help me out. I hope. I think we're going to try it. Um I've tried to kind of step back from the mic a little bit sometimes when I'm speaking because I think that helps. But are we still playing games? Probably not. We've just been yapping. You can save the streaks if you watch a VOD under 24 hours. Really? So if you watch the VOD, it counts? Interesting. Yes. Oh, that's good to know. That way we can tell everybody now. We can tell everybody if you want to keep your streak. Because I think in some ways I've been thinking about the streaks, right? Now, of course, this is something that Twitch implemented on a wider scale. But I'm thinking that in some ways it's a deterrent for people because they start a streak and they're like, yeah, streak, I gotta show up for the streak. And then they lose it one day and they're like, oh, well, what's the point anymore? I lost the streak. What's the point? I gotta start all over again. How embarrassing. And so, like, then they don't show up because they're like, ah, the streak, you know. I don't know if that's actually a factor or not, but I know that somehow, some way, I know that that's how I feel in some way. Um, for some games and some stuff that has a streak. Like if I lose the streak, I'm like, ah, well, what's the point? And I move on. They are weak. It isn't your fault. It says I was going to miss it either way because of my finals. I lose my streaks all the time. I don't care about it too much. Yeah. Yeah, I think that most people probably don't care too much, but I know that some people do. And so I'm wondering on a wider scale. I wish I could do research, some statistical research on like how that's going on the wider for Twitch in general, if it means more viewership or not. Like if more people are sticking around, like concurrent, recurrent viewership, only the strongest survive. It's just nice that I get an extra $450 for my streak. Yeah, you get extra monies for your streak, right? And no matter, like, the longer your streak is, you get more monies, right? Time for Enfield. Enjoy, Nayara. Enjoy. I bet it's to essentially spread its viewers out. Make less huge streamers and more smaller ones. Is it? I mean, they definitely don't want people watching more than one stream at a time. But I don't necessarily know if they want it spread. It's capped at 450. I see. At least it's 450 though. I mean, like that's quite a lot considering other stuff. I think you only get like 300 for a raid. I think you get like 300 for a follow. Um, I think the only way to like really do better than that maybe is to be like a tier 3 sub because you get a like a channel point booster. You get more channel points. Like when you're subscribed in general, I think you get a certain percentage more channel points for the longer that you watch. And with each tier, to my knowledge, it goes up with each tier. So if you're like a tier 2 or a tier 3, you get a higher yield. Should I? No, it's really expensive. Actually, a tier 3 is like I think it's like last I checked, I think it's like $20. Like it's really expensive. I would not recommend that unless there's a high unless there's like a big advantage for you because you're still only going to get the same subs for the most part. I don't think I have any tier 3 specific subs. And the rest is basically the same. I don't have too much to offer like a tier 3. A tier 3 sub is 4 times what a tier 1 in sub is. Yeah, that's true. Um, I don't have, like, I think, so there's like, big streamers, for example, have more they can offer, like, a tier 3 sub. Like, they can say, oh, well, you get this, or you get, like, a Discord call a month, or you get blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, I'm not at a point where, like, I have too much more to offer besides, like, the stuff that a tier 1 gets. Like, I have, like, a sub-only channel on Discord, but I haven't to be honest, I haven't updated it in a while. I think we need to check who's subscribed and add those people to the channel. It's like the premium Diny role that we have on Discord. So, if you let me announce it now. If you are subscribed and you self-purchase the sub or you have purchased a sub for somebody else, and you don't have the role, let me know. It's not an active channel. I wish it was an active channel. I used to actually send stuff specifically to the subs, or like I've given them access to sub only like art and stuff like that before. But because it's so inactive now, I actually haven't really sent too much recently. I kind of wish I could get back into some of that. My hash streak was like 70 days watching Iron Mouse. Then I found Vara and a bunch of other small streamers and lost it. Oh no! Did we take you away from Iron Mouse? It's a shame. I do sometimes I catch a little bit of Iron Mouse streams, but to be honest, I honestly catch more highlights and clips on YouTube of streamers than I do actual streams because usually I'm sleeping or streaming myself when they're streaming or at work. Like when I really like watching Giga streams, specifically the chatting, because I think that there's a lot of productive things, a lot of productive chatting that happens there amongst adults. It's like a little bit of an older crowd, and I quite enjoy the maturity level of an older crowd. And so I like to hang out there with all the millennials, with all the older millennials. Even though I'm not one, I like to hang out over there. But it's always when I'm at work. Like streams start at like noon my time and they typically end around 6 o'clock. But like that's totally when I'm streaming and cooking and busy and like my phone will die if I have Twitch on. To never make it. I don't think I have roll. You don't think you have the roll? You should. You should. I'll be getting it. I'll write it down. Let me see. And You too? Oh my god. I'm lacking. I'm lacking. I need help. I need like in many ways I multiple times recently I wish I had a manager. Obviously I can't afford a manager, but I wish I did cuz like I need so much help with so many of this stuff now like I can't do it by myself anymore. I'm struggling. Let me write it down. I'll take some notes. So we've got is it no, it's the premium. How do I check the role? I'll check it for you. I'll check. So we've got you, Ray, and Joker. I'll check and make sure that both of you have it. And if there's anybody else, again, so if you are a subscriber who has self purchased this sub, let me know. I do have a list that I can check this from. It's just hard to keep up month to month. Um, but I will go through and check and make sure that the folks. I'll check through the list because I have like a spreadsheet. I'll check the spreadsheet and see what's on it and see who has doesn't have stuff like that. But my sub for last month and this month, yeah, I know. I'll have to go through and check. There's a premium role. There is a premium role. It gives you access to an extra channel, a sub only channel. Even gifted subs here. It's crazy that I haven't thought to add you. I'll have to add you to it. I didn't know. I know I haven't like advertised it a super ton recently. I mean, to be very fair, you're not missing anything at all. I'm the last one that spoke in that channel, and it was in I think like I can even check what the last time I spoke in that channel was. It was a really long time ago. Nobody ever responds to me in that channel, for the most part. I'm gonna be real. It's really just been me a lot. nobody ever answers. The last one, it was me in September. I wrote a message in there in September. Now sometimes I've occasionally done like polls in there for subs only, or I've done like here's some art or stuff like that for like sub only. But the last really communication, Joker just put a message. Um, but the last communication was me in September. I used to update on like things like where the money was going as well, but I stopped doing that because started getting in my own server. I was getting like ratioed in my own server. It was crazy. Um there was uh there was a bit more like money influx then. It's really toned down since like June, so I kind of stopped updating because they were kind of it was getting to the point where it was like everything's going to taxes because there's not enough for anything else. I'm sorry everybody. And so I didn't want to like just have those be the updates, so I stopped updating. Uh, but it used to be like, oh, this percentage went to this and this percentage went to that and blah 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 blah. Uh, but I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that. Your taxes just be insane. Yeah, I need to save something like 50% of like all the things that I make for taxes basically because of the way that I exist in the tax bracket, but also because I'm in the poorest tax bracket, and also because I have student loans. So like I'm a special case in which like the taxes are insane. Um, I also just like every other American get taxed twice basically on income from Twitch and all of that just because of the way that that works. Just because it's like um we're like in our own thing. We're like it's like self-employment, so we basically get taxed twice. Jane, I feel bad for you every time you talk about your student loans. For insane. Yeah, I. It is what it is. I know that I'm not getting into debt. So like I try not to worry about it too much because otherwise it just makes me want to not, you know. So I try to be like, I try to like leave it as it is because I know that I'm not getting out of debt unless they like, unless they get rid of them, right? Unless there's some miracle that happens, I either have to hit the lottery or they have to get rid of them because I can't pay that off. Like currently my minimum payments every month is something like $3,000 to $4,000. Like I have to look at the specifics. It's an insane number that I can't afford. Um and I likely never will. Um so It's just, it is what it is. I'm never getting out of debt. And that's like the minimum. The way that this works is like you have to make a minimum payment because of the, yeah, because of the interest. You have to make the minimum payment. If you don't make the minimum payment, you're for sure not getting out of debt. But the minimum payment itself doesn't actually solve anything. Like, if you have, well, I'll do an example. If you if you're like me and you have one particular loan that's $20,000, right? That was for like 1 year of schooling. You took out a loan for $20,000, but your interest rate is 14%. If you make the minimum payment on that loan, the interest accrued is every month, every day, is more than the monthly payment that you're making on the principal. So if you just make the minimum payment monthly on that, you're actually never going to get out of debt because the interest will keep accruing and increase your debt every month, regardless of the amount that you pay. So you can start with 20,000, you can pay for 10 years, and you'll still have 20,000 because that's the way that that works. Um, so I'm in such a case because I have so much. I have so much in student loan. That and the interest rates are so high because unfortunately I went to undergrad from 2017 to 2021, so most of the loans that I took out were between 2017 and 2020, and you know we all know who was in for that. um and then one of my it wasn't so bad.
And God shits in my dinner once again.
Yeah, when I was in grad school the first time, because it was between 2021 and 2023. And so I actually wasn't bad because I was able to get federal loans for that. And the interest up until now is still actually zero on those. Because when I was in school, it was zero. And then I had a little bit of time when it was still zero because that was what was legally required for it to be 0%. And then I went to grad school a second time, so it remained 0% for quite a while. Now, I had another one in 2025, in 2024 that I took out, which is the same thing, where the interest rate was still zero. Unfortunately, the one that I took in 2025, unfortunately, that one, the federal interest rate on that was, I think, 8%, which is slightly lower than like the private rate. However, that the interest rate on that specific loan has gone up to 15 and 16% sometimes. It varies. It actually changes monthly, the interest rate on that. So sometimes there's more interest accruing than not, just because the regulations on it change so frequently. It's a process. I've lost my repayment plan 4 times now. I've had to restart over 4 times because of policy changes, and they don't save your information. So, for example, I've been in a nonprofit in repayment plan, and then they got rid of it. So then I had to start over. And if you in a lot of these plans, for example, like the nonprofit repayment plan, if you pay, this was one of the versions of it. It's changed a couple times. One of the versions of it was that if you make qualifying payments for 20 years, they will then like get rid of the rest, however much you didn't pay. And what you do pay, qualifying payments, is based off of your income. So it's like an income driven plan, with the understanding that you must work at a nonprofit for 20 years. And if you work at a nonprofit for 20 years and make 20 yearly, not 20 yearly, but all of the monthly payments for that, so like 12 a year for 20 years, they will then get rid of the rest. I started on a plan, and then they got rid of it, so they wiped the record, even though they took my money, but they wiped the record. And then I had to start on a new repayment plan that was kind of similar but slightly different. And so then I started over from month 1 again. And then they got rid of that one, so I started over again. And That's where I'm at. 8%, that actually sounds like a, yeah, well, some of mine are like 14% now. Because I'm out of school and because of the way that things are. So, this sounds illegal. It's not the only thing. Um, so that's just the way it is. But like maybe I'll hit the lottery. I would have to pay a bunch of taxes on the lottery winnings though. But after that, I mean maybe I could pay my loans. It's like they're just robbing you. It's almost like that's exactly what they're doing. It's almost like that's exactly what they're doing. This is You sound so unstressed by all of that. Um, it's not that I'm not stressed. There's sometimes it like really kills me, but ultimately there's like not much I'm gonna do about it, right? I wish I end up crying every single day. I do cry. I do. Um, it's just like what am I gonna do? Like, do I don't have any power to change that. I don't. If I had any power to change that, I wouldn't have the loans in the first place because I would have had the money to just pay for it. But I didn't. So this is where we are. More loans? Right. More loans. More loans. This is the way it is. This is like the reality, like, when you're poor and you go to college. That's what it looks like. Because, like, my parents couldn't afford it. Like, I paid for myself to go to college. I had to make my own decisions. Obviously, I'm in tons of debt because of those decisions, but I don't know what I would have done if I didn't go to college. Like, where would I be if I didn't go to college? Hey, at least you get some kind of income from this. Glad to be able to help you even from my bed. Thank you. The ad revenue means so much. It does. I mean that seriously. I don't mean that as a joke. Like, I know some people are like, ah ha ha, the ad revenue. But, like, literally, those pennies do actually add up and matter. I tried to explain this to some people before, like when I just became an affiliate and like I was trying so hard to make payout and I just wasn't doing it. And like I had to explain to people that like yes, the ad revenue actually matters because all of the ad revenue from all of you combined would actually helps me reach payout every month. So minimum we matter guys, you do. So like minimum payout on Twitch is $50. There's only since 2025 there's only been a couple months that we didn't make payout. um this is healing me for real. There's only been a couple months that we didn't make payout um since 2025. But even then like it adds up. Like if like 7 cents a day, 5 streams a week, you know, add some monies. Like I can even look at it right now. Let me look right now and see like what the last stream. I know the rates are down significantly because they cut them. But let me also viewership is like down a lot farther than it used to be. When I averaged like 30 for a good while, the ad revenue was really nice. Obviously that's not the case anymore, right? And that's okay. That's not the problem. That just means that the ad revenue was a lot lower. Let's see, earnings. I'm not going to show you the full earnings just because I don't want to accidentally leak any information that I don't want people seeing. But let's see. Okay. Now, this is a variable. This stuff changes sometimes. They do fluctuate. But for the last 30 days, right? No, this actually just shows January. So since January 1st, the ad revenue this period was $6.95. $6.03 in ads. This is double last month. So in December, ad revenue was $3.40. And I also, this month, there was 91 cents for Turbo. So I think one or two of you probably has Turbo. Hello, Purple Angel. Hello, hello. The Christmas revenue must have been good though. I remember one stream you had tons of subs and bits coming in. We can look at that. I know we'll use this month as a reference. So in January, I can actually look at December right now too. So, I think January is actually better than December. close. There's a couple things that are different. So in January, no, you didn't arrive too late. We're just talking about, well, right now we're talking about revenue. We were talking about loans and stuff, and now we're kind of talking about revenue. So this month in paid subs, there was 21 tier 1 subs for a total of $59.02. Last month it was $54.42. There was $4.50 in Prime subs, and this month there were 19 gifted subs, so that's $46.76. There were $0 in multi-month gift subs. Now in December, so let's remember, so in January there was $59.02 in paid subs. In December it was $54.42. So subs alone actually gets me to payout, which is really wonderful, and I'm really thankful for that. In Prime subs this month it was $4.50. Last month it was $3.30. Gift subs this month was $46.76. Last month was $37.02. And there was also $0 in multi-month gift subs last month. Bits varies. So this is where we have the variance going on from December and January. So in January, cheering, so the bits that you cheer, there was $21.44. Last month it was $19.68. Combos, this month in January there was $1.45. Last month, thank you for the hydrating stretch. Last month there was $22.15. And let's see, power-ups. So this month, power-ups, there was 20 cents in power-ups. Last month, there was 30 cents in power-ups. Now, of course, we talked about the ad revenue. And then there's also extensions. So this is like the little, basically all the extensions that you use, whether it be the sound alerts or the other stuff. We actually don't really have anything else on right now except for sound alerts. But, so, this month, there was $2.24 in extensions. Last month there was $11.52 in extensions. The way that extensions works, when you use an extension, the extension like creator and the streamer split the revenue. So for example, well it's kind of like a double split. So when you use like 100 bits in an extension, right? Like, so Twitch takes their cut, right? So they take 40 cents from your one. I'm going to use USD for this because it's a little easier. So you pay $1.40 for 100 bits. Twitch takes 40 cents because that's their cut. Now you have $1 or 100 bits. $1 or 100 bits. So if you use that 100 bits or $1 in an extension, the extension creator gets 20% of that, so they get 20 cents, and then the streamer gets the other 80%, so then I would get 80 bits or 80 cents rather than 100 or, all of that. That's the way that those work. So
Part of me feels so bad, but ooh, not that bad.
extending stream, huh? Okay, we'll go a little bit past. We'll go a little bit past 11. But yeah, so like that's kind of what that looks like. I don't know if that's helpful information or not, but 30 stream streak. 30 stream streak. Oh yeah, I used a ton of extensions in December. I think I spent 1,000 bits just on that. Yeah, well that would make sense because in December there was like $11 in extensions. Why would you do that? I just joined. It's okay. It's okay. We probably won't be too much later than besides. I just did y'all a favor. Yeah, but I think they we were having like EP chatting time. So, but I'm not that tired anymore. I mean, I'm still tired, but we've been talking a lot and I've been having a good time talking. I never get to talk about like the revenue stuff. But I used to update that sub channel all the time with like, okay, this percentage went here and that percentage went there. I haven't done that in a while though. It's not worth it because I look at the whole thing, right? I look at the pile, right? Like I look at like how much was in January, and then so first I have to cut that in half because 50% has to be saved for taxes, and then with the other 50%, I'm like, okay, well $10 has to go to the Minecraft server, and I'm like, okay, now we have a smaller pile, and then I'm like, okay, well of this amount, however much came out in bits has to go to the VTuber model because that's what we have on the top. So I take that cut out, and then I look at what there's left, and usually it's about $30. And I'm like, and so as an example, like when I added those the animated emotes, those were $50. Thank you for the head pat. Thank you for the head pat. As a reference, um, thankfully somebody actually donated $60, so I was able to use that money for that. But that's like one thing, or like
Giggity.
if I hello, Virgil. If I commission something, or if I get new emotes, or if I get some art done, or if I want to update something, or anything like that that costs any kind of money whatsoever, it kind of leaves us with like, okay, well $20 went here and $10 went here. That's it, and it's like 1% of the stuff. Like, okay, 1% of the stuff that you gave went here, and it doesn't make it worth it. It doesn't make it worth it. Hello, Fire Porter. Hello, hello. Um, Very long day too. Yeah, sometimes it's a long day. This entire EP time will turn into more reels soon. Will it turn into more reels soon? I've actually been having a really hard time clipping stuff. I'm gonna be real. Um, I get I get. Let me. I gotta move the mic a little bit. Sorry if you hear that. I'm leaning back a little bit because I'm getting eepy, so I want to lean back, but I wanna also. You can still hear me. Um, the I haven't had the energy or the tolerance to sit the microphone, not the mic. There we go. The webcam wasn't picking me up. I haven't had the tolerance to sit and clip the stream recently. Um I just get really frustrated with it and give up. So that's why there's been kind of I've been trying to post every day, but it's not exactly working out because I hate all the things, and it's kind of like just one of those things where you get like writer's block and you just think that everything's bad and you get rid of everything. That's where I'm kind of at. So this has happened to me before, and guaranteed it'll happen again. It's just a matter of like getting past it. The last time I was here late was when you were playing the Dots game, and our entire conversation got turned into reels. It's true. I still have more of it that I didn't turn into reels yet. I should go find that. It's somewhere in my phone. Kind of proud I could help you get more content. Yeah, I always really love it when chat helps me with content. It helps me out a lot. You all matter. You all help so much. Especially like when we get to yap about certain things, or even like short stuff. It just helps. Sometimes a lot of this content I make is more like chat doing something funny or asking something important. I think that's actually the vast majority of things. It's more like chat centered than it is like anything else. Insert inspirational quote here. Yeah. Yeah. Indeed. Some roses to Vara. Oh, thank you. I love roses. Roses are great. I wish this model could sit down. I'd have us like sit. I'd have the whole model out. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I love roses. One day or day one. Yeah. Insert TTS incident. Yeah. There's always something. You know what I mean? There's always something to like. Honestly, I could get a whole much more out of the streams that we do. I really could. Uh, I just, in some ways, have a. I don't want to say a higher standard because it's not that my content's better than other people. That's not what I'm saying. But I think I have like a higher expectation for what is perceived as good content. Even if that means it's stuff that's not going to go viral, I think there's certain things that I won't post, or there's certain things that I won't say or do, which doesn't help It doesn't help with the content because some people can just go out there and say anything, and I won't do it. I won't go out there and just say anything.
Hello, Vara vulgar statement about the US government.
Yeah. Thank you for it being non-specific. Cause you know, yeah, it's a time out here in these streets, and that's all I'll say for now. $88, yeah, lots of yawning, lots of yawning.
Can't have the crystalline water coming for us all.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
So sorry. The tracking wasn't catching because I was getting a drink, and I needed to go grab for the throne. I'll sit up now. I'll sit up. It doesn't work for me to be sitting back. No matter how much I wish I was in bed while I was streaming. It's just not gonna work. Chug that beer. No, I would never. I don't like beer. I don't like any alcohol, actually. I don't recommend it, nor do I enjoy it. It's not worth it. Unshrimpment. Yeah, it was a little bit of an unshrimpment.
Shots, shots, shots.
Just water, actually. Just water. Just water. I have so many points I could TTS the rest of the night. It's true, you could TTS the rest of the night. You also don't have to, it's up to you. You could always save it. Do whatever you want. Whatever you want. I mean, what do you think? No, I think water is delicious. I love the taste of water generally. Sometimes I hate it, like sometimes if I go out somewhere. But some places have really tasty water. Some places don't have tasty
I could
water.
save it. But then I would not be making you the freshest content on the interweb.
It's true, you wouldn't, would you? It's true. And we need the freshest content. I just don't like the taste of some specific alcohol, but my peers like it for me. Yeah, I just don't like it. Especially cold water. Oh my god, that's what I have right here. It's actually really cold in the room and really cold outside, but I still have cold water. I refuse to not have cold water. I tried warm water the other day. I think I told you all that I tried warm water the other day and I couldn't stand it. I like refused to drink it. I would take like little baby sips and then be disgusted. It just has a different taste. It's just not good. But cold water is so good. It's so tasty. I love cold water.
The best drinks are actually mocktails. They are just fruity drinks.
Yeah. I really like eating ice. Cold water is better than warm water, I agree. Warm water is like better for your body, but cold water tastes better. Even though it's still water, yeah. I think I just like ice. I'll chew on that all day. Ice. I'll be crunching away. I actually don't crunch away, because I actually don't have an ice maker or anything like that, so I can't like make ice. I have to do it the old-fashioned way. I have to like fill up the thing, fill up a little container, put it in the freezer for a couple days, and then pop all the ice cubes out. That's the way that I currently have to do it. But, so it's just not, I only do it in the summer. It's not worth it in the winter. I only do it in the summer. But I do really like ice. It's a good time.
Our body craves hot water. You drinking coffee or tea just supplements that craving. Well, actually that's just your caffeine addiction.
I actually hate coffee and tea. So what does that mean for me? Is that why I like soup? Because I don't like coffee or tea and I drink cold water all the time? Is that why? Is that what's happening? Is that how that works? Is the math mathing? Cause like I could eat any soup, anytime, anywhere. Doesn't matter the season. Doesn't matter the soup. You know, I love soup. I love soup so
Craving the
much.
sweet delectable taste of boiling hot water.
Yeah. I really like soup. Soup might be my favorite food. I like other food too, but I think soup's my favorite. I like that you can put a bunch of stuff in it and it'll taste good. I like that it's hard to mess up. It's hard to not make good soup or buy soup. I mean, there's so many purchased soups that are so good. Rice? I really like putting rice in soup. It's a good time.
Chefs at my work make really good soup, but the old people can't eat salt, so they never season it ever.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm actually the same way. I can't have salt either, so my soup is generally unseasoned as well. Thank you for the Daily Dining check-in, Max. Thank you, thank you. So yeah. Like I still season my soup, but you're not gonna find like salt in my soup. I have to use like the low sodium stuffs. Sometimes I use my own like chicken broth. I'll like make one, like I'll make a base. But if I'm buying store bought, I have to I have to get like the lowest of sodiums. No salt, same to my parents. Yeah, my dad's the same way as I am. No salts. Gotta stay away. No salts, no caffeines. Warm bread dipped in gravy. Oh,
Vara, don't
the
give
heck?
away your auntie status to the chat. They aren't ready for the mature vibes of a 25-year-old boomer.
I know they can't. They can't handle this. They can't. They can't handle the vibes over here. They can't do it. Soup without salt. I mean, soup without salt's actually very tasty. Um, it can be anyway. If you put the right vegetables in it and you put the right meats in it and do all that stuff, it can be very good. 25-year-old boomer is crazy, but isn't that's kind of what I am? I mean, I am 26, not 25, but I have had grandma status for quite a long time. Anyway, when are we gonna get that cream of wheat? Oh my god, Granny, yeah, Grandma, Granny. I mean, I do have grandma tendencies. I think. I mean, I sit and read. Um, I never turn the TV on. I enjoy soup. I eat soup all the time. I only know like old stuff. I don't know what all you young people talk about. I don't know how computers work. Um I think the maturity level I think that should be considered as well. Just have an old soul. I've been hearing that since I was like 8. I've been hearing that
Cream of
forever.
wheat is for the super old folks who went through the Great Depression. You must be the reincarnation of some poor farm girl in Virginia.
But it's good. Soup's just good. Not real grandma. TV is always on. Yeah, I hate the TV. It makes too much noise. Young people, I can't save you anymore. uh, it is what it is. I mean, I've never been able to relate to my peers anyway. Hey, now, cream of wheat is delicious. Soup is delicious in general. I don't even. It's like magical to me that so many of you are able to hang out here because so many of you are a little bit younger
I
than I
have the
am.
TV on all the time. It drowns out the constant chirping of the Vara bird outside my window.
Nice. I hope you. I, I I hope that sometimes you listen to the Vara bird outside your window. I mean, sometimes I have things to say. Sometimes you need to hear them. um, kind of the same. I don't turn on the TV. I don't even have a TV. I have a TV in my room. It's actually behind me. It's like It's like right behind my. It's not like right behind my head, but it's like on the wall behind me, on the wall, and I haven't used it. It collects dust. My parents insisted that there was a TV in here because they were like, "Of course you need a TV in your room. You're like, you're gonna watch TV. Everybody watches TV."
The Varabird keeps talking about taxes. I
Yeah.
appreciate the advice, but my wallet is already crying in submission.
Mm. Well, just listen to the little birdie next time then, maybe. Maybe it won't be taxes next time. Maybe it'll be about a treasure somewhere that you have to go find. Or maybe that there's like $1 on the floor somewhere and you're missing it. I don't know. The firebird outside my window is telling me to do nefarious things. Oh. Oh. I feel like everybody has one particular bird outside their window. No firebird on my window since it's so cold. That's true. Right now, you're not going to hear one. I actually heard one though when I was shoveling. There was a bird. There was it wouldn't stop like chirping away. I was like shoveling. I was suffering. I was suffering away, and this bird was just going for it. And so I started talking to the bird. I was like, "Can you help me?"
If that bird starts talking about wooer, I may have to release the cats.
Oh my god, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm actually friends with cats. I do really well with cats. Lots of birds do actually do well with cats. Not all of them, but lots of us do well with cats. Um, when they keep slamming itself into the window. No. So not all of us are as bright as others. It's unfortunate. I am the bird outside my window, yelling in my own ear.
Damn, the Varabird has brainwashed my cats. Chat, get the broom.
Yeah, I do well with cats. I do well with small animals in general. I have a goose outside my window, and it's been honking for bread. What do? You don't give it bread. Actually, try peas and things like that. Bread's not the play for ducks and geese. The bread's actually really bad for them, just like it's bad for us. But peas work great generally. Uh,
Geese
I
have
like.
teeth. Fwee.
You know that flying this way hurts you. Then why do it again? They get confused sometimes. They get confused. Hummingbirds can fly backwards, but not all birds can. Hummingbirds are like the only ones really that can do that. Um, so like I can back my way out of danger, but like the other birds can't. So sometimes they get confused. Um, just say, "Hey, Goose wants some rice." Stay away from the cobra chicken. Wow. Yeah. I don't get to see too many birds, but I get to see the small ones a lot, like mourning doves and robins, cardinals, blue jays, little like finches and things. I get to see them all the time. I've never seen a hummingbird though. Can we do a 24-hour stream again? Um,
Something something, duck wanting grapes.
yeah. 24-hour stream is not going to work tonight, I fear. Um, but maybe we could work something out in the future. Maybe. Back in the days I used to play with birds. Yeah, I actually I don't really I never really like got too close to birds or anything like that. Tomorrow then I mean I work the day after that. We are playing Heartopia tomorrow as well. So it's not gonna be like long, but we will do a little bit. I kind of meant to get on Heartopia tonight as well. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of meant to get on because they started the next phase of the winter event, and I don't know if I need to complete that today or not. I don't. Do I have like a couple days for that? Should we do
I
streaks?
remember
Maybe?
once at a camp I had with my church and I was able to see a couple of hummingbirds. I had
Nice.
never been so close to them before and I was even able to take a picture of them.
Yeah, hummingbirds are a fun time. I've never really gotten to see one, but in all the recordings I've seen and heard, I actually really hate the way that their wings sound. I hate the way that hummingbird wings sound. They sound like bugs, because they're flapping at such a high speed, that it just sounds like a little mini airplane bug coming at you. But that's just because I have a fear of bugs. I will give you a hug if you get on. If I get on Heartopia right now, I give Roshi a hug.
Okay, last one. The flap of a hummingbird's wings.
That's exactly the sound. Frog hug. Everyone hop on to hug. Yeah, I'd hop on if anybody wants to hug. Just for me. Just for me. I think we'll go to Heartopia a little bit. I think we'll log it. Oh, you know what? Oh no. My stream. It's in I don't have OBS open as administrator. I don't have OBS open as administrator. I would have to end the stream and reopen the stream. How many people are here? How disastrous would that be? That would be disastrous. There's 17 people here.
You have doomed yourself, Vera.
Yeah.
No games for you, Grandma.
Yeah. Reboot time. I want a hug. There's a lock to the town. You have a custom town right now. Oh, gonna kill so many streaks tonight. Are we gonna kill streaks tonight? We all active though, so it's true. All of you are really active right now. Not all of you, but the vast majority of you are really active right now, which is incredible. It's really nice to see. It's really encouraging, and it's nice. I'm gonna be real. Last night I felt kind of lonely when I was streaming. I think that's why I ended so early last night. But tonight's a different story. All of you are very active tonight. I have another streamer who is also a frog. Nice. Nice. Okay. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Heartopia. The thing is, let me get rid of Roblox here. We never played. I didn't want to play Roblox tonight anyway. I don't know if you could tell. I really didn't want to play Roblox tonight. I put stuff on the schedule, and then I hate the schedule I create. What we're gonna do with all 18 of you right now that it says that are here. If you just hang out in the chat, it should just reconnect the stream for you. It shouldn't be a problem. If not, just hang out in the chat. Just hang out in the chat, and everybody will tell you when to like refresh the stream. So that way, you know, you get all the new things. What's gonna happen if you haven't been here before for this? If you haven't been, hello Nahida, hello. If you haven't been
I am
here
sorry for not being here last night. I was playing Minecraft with your mom blaring horn
Wow.
noise.
My mom doesn't even know what Minecraft is. That's crazy. So, the way that we're gonna do this is I'm actually gonna switch all my stuff now so it'll reset. The moment I start the new stream, it'll have new titles and things like that. I will have to end stream, and then I have to reopen OBS in Administrator, and then restart the stream. It should only take like 2 minutes. It should take less than that. It should take about a minute. But nonetheless, there may be some turbulence along the way, right? We got to do a little flying here. There might be a little turbulence. So I need everybody to put their seatbelt on. And find a buddy, find a friend. Because I gotta reset this and then I gotta kind of reset the stream. So we should all just act like you were still here. Yeah. If you just keep chatting, it should reset. If not, I'll tell you in the chat when to refresh. Time to ram into a window. No. What are we gonna call this? I'm gonna go hugs in Heartopia because that's what we're doing. We're starting with huggies. We're starting with huggies. 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 And then we're gonna switch chatting to Heartopia. Okay, that'll save like that. So of course you'll see that there for a second. You'll hold on. All right, everybody, hold on. Everybody, hold on. There'll just be turbulence for just a little bit. I will be back in just a minute.